We played every single board game of Tom Vasel's favorite board games of all times list.
Is he onto something or is he not?
We will tell you everything you need to know about these board games and then rank them.
So by the end of this video you will know these games are for you.
We will start out our top with Marvel United, which is all about superheroes.
When you pick your superhero, you'll get a mini and bunch of cards that you will play to destroy the villain.
And it is a cooperative game where, yes, you will play these superheroes and play out cards in front of you to do actions.
And the co-op aspect of this game is when you play cards, you also get to use the cards of other players they played. So you're trying to create this chain of actions that will help you win the game.
These actions will let you move between different locations, then defeat bad guys, or do different tasks that will clear up the space from baddies.
We'll rank each of these games in 3 different categories. For example, if Dom is spot on, it's a bullseye.
Or I can see that if we feel like, yes, it's really good game.
Or if we totally do not agree with this ranking, we're gonna say, what? No.
Which one would you pick?
I'd pick what? No. I mean, Marvel United is just too simple. It feels like it's missing something, like the base is there, but then where's the rest of the game?
I wouldn't say straight out no, I would kind of maybe see that if you're actually playing with kids or try to find some super simple game.
Project Elite is a real-time action game where you're together with other players trying to accomplish objective. And you do that with hectic dice rolling.
You will be playing these Space Marines going into battle to try to do their objectives. When you roll a bunch of dice, you will be able to then use them as actions. For example, this gun means you shoot.
Or if you roll the red ones, then you have to move the aliens. And these aliens like an endless wave of baddies that are trying to reach this place. And if they do, you lose the game.
It's a hectic fun. Well, for me, I love this game. Might not be in my best board games of all time list, but I would say still it's kind of bullseye. It's a really fun experiment, fun thing if you like real-time games.
But for me, it is also a bullseye. I love it, it's great, it's hectic fun, and it's one of those games that you can get those video gamers into this, and you don't have time to be bored in this game.
Let's go from madness in space with dice to madness in space with dice.
In Space Base, you have your own fleet of ships that are flying into space to generate cash.
And you do that by rolling 2 dice and then activating ships whichever fit the dice you just rolled. For example, this is sum 5, so you can activate a ship with number 5.
Or 3 and 2, and then get that sweet space money that you can spend on more ships that will give you more money, but your actual goal is to get victory points. Another small thing is that each time you upgrade your ship, it will go into your board with the red line on top, which means you get to activate it on his turn, and his turn, and your turn. Your turn? Pretty cool. You're always engaged.
So do you think this deserves a spot on the best board games of all time list?
Well, I can see that. I wouldn't say it's the best board game ever played or top 20, but I always have fun playing this.
In general, it's pretty good. So I agree that I can see that if you like lighter games, this one could be in your top 400 games of all time, for sure.
Now that we have been superheroes, fought space aliens, and been to space ourselves, let's manage a port. Is that as exciting as it sounds?
This is gonna be the heaviest game on the list, despite the actions being pretty simple. Either just pick all the resources from one spot, or send your little worker disc to a building and do whatever that building lets you do.
Also, there are some additional actions where you can buy more buildings because you need to grow your infrastructure, or sell them if you're running out of cash, or worst case, take some loans.
And you will get these loans because you will need to feed everybody, and that's gonna be a challenge. So what do you think about this game?
I don't know.
Oh, that.
I don't know, actually.
Good.
I don't know. I think I can see that, but I think there's so many better economic games that have come out since then. What is it, 20 years ago? Probably, I'm like half-half. Can I go half-half? I'll go half-half. Half-half.
And I'll balance it out.
What?
Because
really?
I think the worst thing about this is the looks. If you want to build huge systems, this is one of the best games to do that. And thank you to Money Hobbies for sending us this game so we could try it out. They have a really awesome online store, so check it out.
And the next one is the biggest game on this list.
You could even say massive.
It's definitely massive. It's so very massive.
Massive Darkness is a cooperative game where you will play heroes that you will constantly upgrade, and they will have this task of going into a dungeon and defeating all these nasty looking creatures.
Nasty looking creatures. Nasty looking creatures. The biggest draw of this game is that each hero is hugely asymmetric. One player will have this little deck and play a push your luck game with these cards. Another player will have a back building where he'll place tokens and draw them out. And another player will just roll a bunch of dice to try to hit those baddies.
And all of these fancy things just to move on the map, attack and damage the baddies, and then fulfill a quest that usually is like getting to a token or activating a token. It's a very, very simple game that has this huge board and things that compensate stuff just like us.
Massive. Massive.
So this game is very, very simple, but it's also very, very good at what it sets out to do, which is a simple, nice, family, even dungeon crawler. So this one, definitely no.
Definitely no. So here's the thing, I think this is a bullseye. I really think the characters are very unique, and I think it's one of the best dungeon crawlers Simon has done ever.
Definitely a bullseye.
Just don't ever play with 6 players.
This one is a bullseye, and I'm telling it to you now because this is also in our all-time favorite board games list.
Yeah, let's just get to the next game. You got this one right, Tom. 10 out of 10. Fine, Giannis forced me to tell you about the game anyway, in case you haven't played this game, which you should have. In this game, each player is playing a summoner and trying to kill the other summoner. You do that by moving troops, rolling dice for attacks, and just playing more troops on the board. Essentially a miniatures game without miniatures. And as Giannis describes it, it's a chess with dice.
And did we mention that it's a bullseye?
Dominion is the greatest deck building game of all time, is what I would have said when it came out.
All you do in this game is play out one card. But what if you want to play out more cards? Well, you play out a card that lets you play out more cards. What if you want money? Well, you play out a card that gives you money. And to get victory points, you buy cards with victory points. And whoever at the end of the game will have most victory points is gonna be the winner.
And this is called a deck builder. What does that mean?
That means that whenever you buy cards, you add them to your deck and then you will be able to play them. That's why it's all about just buying new cards and then playing them out. And is it still a bullseye? Because it was a million years ago, right?
I will never turn down a game of Dominion down. I will never turn down a game of Dominion down.
I kind of got what you said. But for me, I can see that. I feel like there is more fresher and modern deck builders at this time. I still appreciate this game and love and would not turn it down. But it's not in like the best of the best of the best of the best.
We've been to space once, twice. Should we go there again? We definitely will with Cosmic Encounter.
In this game you will play one of the asymmetric factions, which there are a million of, and you will try to send your UFOs to other planets. If you control 5 of them, congratulations, you win.
On your turn, you will decide which planet to attack, then decide how many ships to add, and then look for friends. Hi, friend.
Hello.
And then you negotiate.
Let's just both play negotiation card and resolve this conflict peacefully. Wrong! Because I'm gonna play this card and screw you over.
Think again. I will reveal my secret special power and screw you over.
No, you think again because I will play Zap and cancel your special power. Such a weirdo. And this is exactly how chaotic this conflict space game is.
But is it really fun?
It is. I like it. I think it's a kind of bullseye.
Yeah.
It's the oldest game here and one of the oldest games, period.
But it is not for everyone. Because if you don't like this chaos where you pretty much can't control anything, you're not gonna enjoy it.
You don't particularly enjoy chaos? Well, let's get back to some good old Euro games.
In Ark Nova, you are building a zoo. And to do that, you will have to get customers, and you'll have to make enclosures, and you will have to get animals, and you do that all with a simple action system.
You have this line of cards that are actions, and this card right here at the end is the strongest one, the build action. So I use that one, build an enclosure, and then push all other cards forward and place this one as the weakest card now. Now this card is super strong, and I probably will want to use that one.
So this is a heavy Euro game with tons of decisions, tons of cards, and tons of options. And it is really fun.
For me, it's one of the best board games all time, so certainly this.
Well, for me, just like I said in the review, we have a review. It's, I can see that. I have some issues with the game, but that's just mostly because I'm old and cranky. Are you ready for Tom Vasel's #1 game of all time? Because I wasn't.
Welcome to Horse Race, where one player will be managing the horses while the other player will be placing bets.
Number 3 moves 1 space forward. Number 10 moves 1 space forward.
You will continue playing until 3 horses have reached the finish line, and when that happens, you see how your bets turned out.
You will place bets on the horses themselves, you will place bets on different situations on the board, and some special bets each time. And the goal is to get the most money.
It's essentially a party game that you can play with a lot of players.
And you can replace the player who's rolling the dice with an app. What do you think about this a game?
Well, it's barely a game, because it's more of an activity, a fun activity for the whole family or whole friend group.
Exactly, it's a horse betting simulator for the whole family.
If you're talking about best board games of all time,
yeah, it's a great fun activity, but the best board game? No, I cannot see that. It's this. What?
If you want to know our best board games of all time, check out that video, because we've done plenty of them. We do them each year. And this year, in December, it's gonna come a new one.
And there's no ready, set, bet in there. So don't worry. Good games only.